Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention, because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait, there is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Hey, hello, all you architects of fate, and welcome to Star Trek Adventures, back in business. Tonight we're going to enjoy the world of Star Trek, but from the point of view of the Ferengi. Hey, hey Rufus, how are you? Super Cam, well, you're on and off screen. The Ferengi, you can call them, I don't know, we can call them criminals, we can call them crude, we can call them greedy, but you should never underestimate them. This is taking place at a time when the galaxy is putting itself together after the horrors of the Dominion War, and many old empires have fallen or have changed dramatically, and these seismic shifts have also affected the Ferengi Alliance, which is 1,000 years old. With the ascension of Grand Nagus Rum, the old ways of rampant greed and misogyny are going away and giving way to the new ways of shared ambition and only moderate amounts of sexual harassment. But everybody's okay with it, is the idea. Anyway, these changes have affected all Ferengi, rich and poor alike. And we're going to look in on a very little band of profiteers and their acquaintances as we plunge into the world of Star Trek, back in business, and the episode 2, or season 2, episode 4, the 89th rule. If you can't take it with you, don't go. So we're going to have the cast introduce themselves and who and what they're doing. So I'm just going to go in screen order. So Paul, why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Paul, and I've been having a lot of fun with this. This is my first time doing this streaming thing, and I'm going to be playing two characters. One is Gorath, who is a Danubian. He's kind of the engineer of the ship, and he finds good ways to fix things. And then the other character I have is Noit, and he's an Orion merchant who is paired up with, actually both my characters are paired up with Cameron's characters. So Noit is, I don't know if he's still the helmsman or not.
Well, we have to ask the captain as to how that pay slip's working out.
Anyway, so yeah, there we go.
And you got Gorath and you got Noit. Okay, DM Dave, not that one.
I'm Dave. I don't know much about Star Trek, and it shows, but I'm happy to be here. I am playing CashDash, the captain of the ship, always out for a little bit of profit wherever we can get it. And Pfil, I'm the newest addition to the crew, and I'm doing a great job.
All right, and Cam, I'm sorry, Cam, would you tell us about who and what you're doing?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Cameron. I'm playing Dreveok Beck. I'm a Ferengi merchant slash smuggler. I'm involved in the trade of the 24th century equivalent to steroids. Noit was my partner, and we tried to muscle in on the Orion Syndicate, and that got us in some hot water, so we're hiding out. We took on the jobs on CashDash's vessel. And I'm also playing Lyra. She is the partner of Gorath, and she is the ship's chief medical officer, for lack of a better term. She's their most experienced health person.
I'm a health person. I like that.
We're a ragtag crew.
It is, Firefly was a little bit more put together and I think Firefly was a lot more cohesive. What was that? Shoot. Trivia bit. What was the name of the vessel? Serenity. Literally
Serenity,
the name of the damn movie. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll get better at that. For that, I think everybody gets I'm gonna go with everybody gets a point of determination at this point because I screwed that up. So you all have 2 points of determination. Now mechanically, I'm just gonna let you all know, points of determination are like wishes. They are, Fight and Fin. You also get a point of determination whenever you want to do that. Use that. But points of determination, it automatically makes one of your dice a 20 or a 1. Sorry, a critical success, not a 20. It's a 1.
You can make it a 20 if
I'm
you want. Probably, right?
I'm determined to
Yeah.
fail. I must fail.
You guys don't need any help with that, I think. But what you do is you just do it. You have to match or shoehorn in a value at that point. There's a few other things you can do with it, like evade something, just completely remove a complication. Something it also counts as kind of a free 2-point momentum spend. So anything you could kind of do with 2 points of momentum, you could do with that. But I think the more fun is when you're in a jam and you just go, not on my watch, and then you just roll it on through. So what I'm going to do is let you guys, going to fill everybody in on what was going on last week. Last week, Pfil was finding things wrong with the ship and finding much better ways to fix them. And coincidentally, while Pfil was doing that, suddenly a bunch of alarms started going off in the area he was working on, and they've alerted Gorath to that fact, that somehow the ODN conduits aren't working anymore, and a few other things aren't working anymore. Also that there's a hatch open, which Noit used to escape. Noit is under the control or command of a helmet, and the helmet seems to have 2 voices that both want him to come to them, but they're also completely at odds with how he's to go about that task. And let me see, an ambassador's come on board, but and she's very wonderful and unusual. She does not seem to understand the concept of greed to the same extent that CashDash considers healthy. I believe CashDash is preparing to take the cargo from his busted ship and move it as quickly as he can over to the ambassador ship, because I think that shows the faith he has in his crew. Did I miss anything, guys? Oh,
You got it all.
That's about it. But Dreveok is recovering from his embarrassment.
yeah, Dreveok fell down the stairs. I tried to take him 2 at a time. Fell down the stairs, is complaining about Noit's absence. However, nobody has noticed the guy who is possessed and has left the ship. So we're going to have a very interesting show here. Let me see. Where did we want to start? Did we want to start with on the ship, or did we want to start with whatever's happening to Noit right now?
Well, I think we should maybe do the ship because we kind of ended with Noit last session.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. You are. Let me grab my my stuff. We did have thoughts, hopes, and dreams. Noit was looking for some gym, possibly seeing a gym Lita was interested in getting biological data on the Ventarians surreptitiously. CashDash really wants to go to market down on the planet. Pfil is determined to have everything work better than before. Gorath is determined to, I think, fix the ship. And Dreveok is trying to regain his status. Now, this is more of a list of goals rather than a list of what they want to have happen. But we're just gonna go with it. And also keep in mind, all you in the audience can just chime in and just wail on these guys when they're not doing anything. If things are going too smoothly, you can fix that by spending fate chips. Okay, so this is a deck. Where did we want to? Let's see. First off, Noit's not here. Where did we want to kind of start off with what group? Because we got Pfil doing things, and we also have, I believe Gorath was headed up.
We got one of everybody here.
Yes.
Dreveok's downstairs, but at least we've got one of everybody on this deck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gorath was getting alerts, and CashDash was also getting alerts about open hatches and a deck. Dreveok was going to be moving cargo. All right, so one of everybody is at least on the ship, and probably you're right here on B deck.
Yeah.
What do we like to do? Do we have a?
So Vela's told us she's having trouble contacting her own ship. What's the Vela? Run me through again. What's going on with your ship? You're having comms issues too?
Yes. My communicator seems to work thanks to the Rhythmic Engineer's inspection. This is clearly not the fault of Medallion technology. But I cannot communicate with my ship.
And just to be, you didn't crash into the planet.
No, I am.
Sorry,
I and my ship are a wonderful pilot.
Oh, we've got we've got the best pilots here. Well, perhaps maybe. Anyway,
is the massive power outage part of the normal landing procedure for your species?
Not normal, but I always like to. I run a tight ship here, so we're gonna be. Anytime we can cut a system. Anyway, so it's sounding like.
Exciting.
Gorath, you still having issues with the comms?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember exactly what I discovered with the comms last time.
There was a problem with, let me see, we have a repair schedule, believe it or not. I've got to dig it up.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
We do have a repair schedule. Let me see. We can now fight Enterprise. Okay. The impulse engines are totally dead. The hull and shields are leaking some atmosphere. Emergency bulkheads in place. Oh, shit. Oh, I guess I haven't used that lately. The reactor's offline. You've restored auxiliary power. Comm systems long range comms might be damaged. But you think you've restored them to, instead of major damage, to minor damage. And long range comms are things like you can call another star or things like that.
Yeah.
Even though you're sure you've repaired it, it doesn't appear to be reaching anything.
Okay. Do I have the opinion that it might be getting blocked, or is it?
Yeah. I think when you looked at her badge, that confirmed her signal was going out, but it was not. It wasn't getting a ping back. You know how there's a handshake when there's a call, and
right.
You weren't getting the handshake back. So it indicates that you were transmitting, but you can't tell if the other side either it wasn't receiving or it wasn't able to respond and get back to you. So
I see.
You just know what's going out.
So according to what I've discovered, our comms seem to be transmitting okay, but nothing seems to be coming back, and it's hard to tell if that's from being disrupted some way, or if who we're trying to call out to or who you're trying to call out to is unable to respond. I don't know if that's likely or not.
Vela, you ever been on this moon before?
No, I only started investigating it. It normally is something that, we don't concern ourselves with. But interestingly enough, there does not seem to be any interest in a perfectly wonderful and solid orbital structure that could be used for trade support.
Well, that's a good idea. Maybe we ought to set up our own little outpost up here. Dreveok, I'm going to call down the stairs. Dreveok, do we have one of our flags down there that we can just sort of plant on the surface, just in case?
Yeah, I think we have a couple of Ferengi Alliance flags or banners down here.
Yeah.
I can get to those. I'm going to move a box very, very strongly to regain some of my status. So I'm picking up a box and I'm carrying it out of the way so I can get to the banner and hoping you guys all can see how tough I am.
Okay.
Yeah, the
long as you're not
narration is
taking any
very
stairs.
helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't take any stairs.
No, well, I'll just come up them regular this time.
Okay, so did you want to actually do any sort of something roll worthy on that, or are you just going to?
No, I'm just like picking up something that looks pretty heavy, and then I'm rummaging around. Even if the banners aren't behind the heavy thing, I just want to sort of do it to show my muscles, and then I'll bring up a Ferengi banner.
Okay.
None of us can see you, Dreveok, but we do appreciate the sort of running commentary. That's very nice.
Here's what I want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to explain what you're doing. You know?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so here's our banner. I'm not sure if it's coming out on the camera very well, but I do have a Ferengi Alliance banner we can put down on the moon here, and then we can put up a space station later.
Yeah, we'll come on back to that. So from my understanding, anyway, all that aside, my understanding is our comms, Gorath, he is a very competent engineer, but our comms aren't working. Your comms aren't working. It's something with the moon.
Well, they are working, but
Right,
just
but we're
able
not
to-
getting.
right.
Something's interfering with our comms from
Correct.
outside the ship. What are we going to do about that? Lyra, any ideas?
Well, if they were biologically based comms, maybe I could, whip something up in sickbay, but I'm not really too well versed in communication systems myself. One thing I would maybe suggest is if we could cobble together a repeater and put it somewhere else.
Yeah, I was thinking like
far enough away from the ship, so maybe, we can at least test a farther range communication. We could just send somebody out and then try to call them on their communicator.
Yeah.
But
Do we have
we still don't know enough about the life forms on this moon to know if that's safe.
Do we have any probes or anything? I was thinking if we could daisy chain with a probe that goes further out, if we can communicate through that and get out, maybe
Man.
past
Do you guys
Any issues?
do you think CashDash would have had some sort
No,
of
I don't,
a? Well, it's like, all right.
Maybe we could jury rig something. Do we have anything that we could launch, like a drone or something, and then we could just hook up a communicator and just turn it on, leave it on, and then just send the drone up and something. There must be something we have in here.
Do we want to actually just have me fiat this, or do you want to roll for it, or how do we want to decide if you do or don't have what's in the box? This is our new
What's
exciting
in the box,
game
yeah.
show. What's in the box? Because I think
So-
this will give us a chance to do a redeem as well.
how about
Is this
Looking
something I
at-
could spend a point of determination on?
Yeah, if you feel like it, if you could either determination or momentum. I think it's funnier to do determination.
Yeah. So I got to tie that into a value.
Yeah, or if
I
you
can,
yeah
fun.
yeah for fun. I'm not gonna obviously. You guys are good at torturing plots. I think
Themselves.
Yeah,
Money
yourselves.
can't buy everything, so I did pick up a third-hand drone a couple stations back. I'm not sure how well it's working, but Gorath, like you say, you can cobble something together.
Yeah. Let's get on that.
Okay, and because it's
Let me get on that.
Yeah.
all right, so
I'm going to look in this box over here to see if we got some spare drone batteries too for extra power. Because the more power we have, the more. Hey, what's this calendar in here? Somebody bring a calendar. It's in with the
there's
battery.
actually this is who was
The whole
the
crate of them.
yeah who was the little who was the Nebushi guy that we used to have on the ship? The previous. I need to look and find out. All right, back in business as of 10/6.
There was the Nausicaan. Is that the guy you're talking about? The Nausicaan that joined us for a while?
It was
Oh hell!
exactly.
The guy who screwed me over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Grell.
Grell. Thank you.
Grell. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, Grell
Before
may
God.
have put a few cargo things, and I don't think you
Not on the
uncharacteristically
manifest.
you did not inspect the cargo visually after he left. I think you were super excited and you were busy writing your play. So you didn't go back over the inventory because that would be a very standard operating procedure. I perceive is you know exactly what you're carrying. You're down to the last nickel. That you're very inventory oriented. It's just going to be a racial trait. So if there's ever is there a question of when and where it is? So you know exactly where the drone is, so you can immediately direct him to it. Even though the cargo master may or may not know, but he's a Fergie too, so he should know. And yeah, for the searching for the drone batteries, you do find the a crate full of pack-led holiday calendars. And there are 17 months in the pack-led. Yeah, yep. Nat's putting out the Rumble Panda. There's 17 months in the pack-led calendar plus the day of a whole or something like that. There were 4 days that don't exist, just like in the Roman calendar did. So, is it Pacanalia?
It's just called Pack.
It's just called Pack.
It's just called Pack. Pacanalia. Oh, I like that better. Yeah, Pacanalia. Pacanalia. Some guy named Jerry is the model for Pacanalia.
Okay. So what'll happen is as we roll along, you guys can just start picking month names and also anything special about the month and also what that pack lead is wearing. I'm just looking at a Spencer's Gifts holiday hunks calendar in my brain. That's where my brain goes. But the pack lids are weird. So you guys can just write those babies up and put them in the chat as we need them. Yeah, so you found the spare batteries, but they're on top of a big crate of these things. So there's probably like a gross of them. I think that sounds about like a good solid amount of calendars. Like 144 of them.
Yeah, I don't remember us bringing these on board.
Are they in good condition?
Yeah. If we were closer to the Packlid systems, we could probably make a profit selling them.
Good to know.
But out here, I don't know if there's many Packlids this far out.
All right, we'll hang on to them for now. Let's just get that drone up and running. Although,
Yeah.
look, it can't hurt. So, Vela, this is. Sorry, I'm going back to once we got off this godforsaken moon. Is sort of a flea market situation down on the planet.
Hold on.
Yes, it is a very open trading environment. You may have to register yourself with the central the Central Chamber of Commerce, I think you would call it. But
Does that cost anything?
you would be required to show that you had goods to share, and
We got goods.
the quality would then be assessed by the commerce, and an official stamp would be affixed that this item was valid for trade.
But that doesn't mean they're taking they're taking a percentage or anything. We just have to have our goods examined ahead of time.
Yes, there would be a small fee upon the examination of all the goods.
We'll talk about it more when we get down there.
Because of course that is a valuable service.
Yeah, goods and services. Well, let's
get the money up front.
Let's try to get this drone comms situation up and running.
I wanna see if we can rig up a communications relay on this drone.
Okay, is the drone like? You might have to give me some descriptions. So I'm assuming this is like, it's small enough to fit in a shoebox or something, right? I mean, it's not like a freaking giant torpedo.
It is third hand. Like, I bought it at a pawn shop.
It's V'ger.
Yeah, I like the idea that it looks like V'ger. It's got a big dish on it. Looks like a leftover NASA probe.
It's got a bumper sticker on the back.
Yeah, I like the idea. I love. Yeah, it's like on the back of Spaceball 1. We'll get this janky looking thing. Let's see. We'll figure it out. Let me see. Janky looking satellite. Wow, that's bad. I do not know. I'm glad it didn't say janky looking, janky gooning satellite.
Sylvester Stallone's head. It is roughly the size and shape of
Sylvester Stallone's head. Okay.
Yeah, so that wasn't too far off.
Okay, I like that. That looks about the size and shape of Sylvester Stallone's head. Mm-hmm. I'll just grab that, and we'll just pretend we're not going to put a wing on it. Okay. So you guys are gonna, I don't know quite where you're gonna, I'm putting this over here in the resources pile for the minute, because you guys are on a deck. Okay, so there it is. So there's the probe. It's got some batteries. It's capable of some suborbital flight. It uses like little repulsors to keep itself, floating. It'll do a little floating thing. It won't go overly fast. Anything you do with it has a critical range of 18, 19, or 20. Because I think that's just funny that way. And sure. I don't know, have you ever used it before? Or have you just got it just in case?
I doubt we would have had much use for it. Maybe for an external repair. I don't know if that's...
Well, it's up to you. It's up to you. Just go ahead and make up a story. If you said, "Oh yeah, I used it to spy on somebody," that kind of a thing. It's like think about when you may have,
because you for trade spying on trade talks.
Yeah, you literally bought it for some reason, and you either used it or it didn't work when you needed it, or the situation changed. Why did you buy this?
Because it was a good deal.
Okay. I got a bargain.
Sweet talk the guy into throwing it in with a whole load of other bugs.
Okay, this came along with the bugs.
Yeah.
The freeze-dried bugs. Okay.
Or I traded him a crate of bugs, and that was the only thing he was willing to part with, maybe.
Okay, I like the idea that it's actually a bug harvester drone.
There we go. We got there.
Yeah, we got there. All right, so let's go with it being a bug harvester drone. He threw it in. It is kind of janky. It's all windshield and grill, as far as I can tell. So that's what it runs into. So
It's-
No
anyway,
matter what direction it goes.
no matter what direction
Like
it goes,
bugs.
it's going to hit bugs. So,
just
yeah, it has an arm. That's its only thing. That's its only arm, is it sweeps the bugs into a collection bin. Surprisingly, they don't die, but they stick right to the grill. So, yeah, you got this bug harvester drone. It will like slowly just float around. It is maneuverable to some extent. It does not have any weapons that you know of. And yeah,
Could I
certainly not.
boost the power to it in any way to just make it, I don't know, so we have a little bit more control out in space, or?
yeah, we'll be out on. It's not going to be able to go into space. That's its
Oh,
first
no,
problem.
okay.
It's only going to be able to
That's-
go like a couple 100 feet in the air, because that's all where the bugs are. So it can go wherever the bugs would be,
Okay.
or that's its default configuration. Is it'll go wherever the bugs can be. But if you
Oh,
want to mess with it,
Dreveok found an extra
battery. Yeah, you found some extra batteries. So
Yeah. Yeah, we could give it a battery boost. We need to at least get it higher than some of these mountains around us.
Yes,
Because,
I agree.
maybe if there's some strange material in the mountains that's actually screwing the communications. If we get it up high, above that, then maybe we can relay to the planet we were supposed to land on.
it's a good idea.
Even if we can get in contact with them at least.
Yeah, I think that's a.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the exploding
choice.
thing. Okay. So we have a thin and rancid atmosphere, which we haven't dealt with yet. But yeah, you've got several things like that. So you're surrounded by mountains. That's good. What I'm going to do is ask for an evens or odds from Dreveok. And I don't know, where's your cargo? For some reason, it's not giving me the good character sheets for you guys at all. It's like I got terrible. It's like I got the worst versions of your character sheets. Dreveok, you've got
Odds.
all right. Hey, Bernard, thank you for subscribing. By the way, 22-month streak. Woohoo! Thank you. Do odds. What I'm going to do is you're going to get 2 chances at this because you have like cargo handling skill, so it'll be to your advantage. We'll just say your likelihood of finding it being good. So we'll go with odds first. That's evens, so you want to take your second roll? Okay, did we just lose anybody?
I've just lost him.
We pissed off Cameron. Nice.
Yeah, we lost camera at least.
Okay. Well, he's looking very judgy at this point. I like he froze in that way. It's always good to keep your face animated. Yeah, we could all just come back. Okay, well, while he's busy rummaging around for the battery, let me see who needs to do anything else. Hey, Phil, I'm gonna move the camera up to Phil's room.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing stuff up there. I'm
really getting up into the guts of this thing. I think I've got it figured out now.
Okay. What do you think you're trying to do?
I'm trying to.
Welcome back, Cam. We're gonna we decided to cut your
I don't
part.
know what happened there.
We're just gonna cut your part. We just decided to jettison your character. You're dead to us. We're having Phil do something. You guys might be on standby for effects of what happens after Phil does something. Phil, what was it you were trying to do? And you don't have to come up with any Star Trek thing. It's like, are you pretend you're on like a submarine, which I'm assuming you know what submarines are. I don't know.
I'm familiar.
Are you familiar? Okay. So what kind of thing on the submarine are you trying to fix?
I think what got us into this situation was the fact that we didn't have any fail safes for running into a planet.
Okay.
So I think I can rig it up. The sensors.
Okay.
I think the radar and in submarine terms, which is what I do need from now on.
I'm gonna be this guy and go.
Sonar. Wait, I didn't hear you.
It's called a sonar.
The sonar. I was so close.
Radar, sonar,
That's an R thing.
flippy thing.
R. Well, yeah, we're just gonna get down to the thing that goes ping. All
The
right.
thing that goes ping.
You're gonna rig yourself up a super sonar. So the current one is no good, as I understand
No.
it. It is absolutely no good.
No, because we crashed.
Yes. What?
And there's no sonar in the deflector screen at all for some reason.
Yeah.
It's almost like sound doesn't travel.
Well, no, we're all right now. Cameron, you have to be nice to people that don't watch Star Trek. We talked about
No,
that.
not Star Trek, just sound in a vacuum.
Well, no.
Once there's an once we get close enough, there's an atmosphere. It should stop
Okay. Yeah, he gets points for that.
automatically.
Yeah. So you
There you
basically want whenever it detects. What's the worst thing Phil could do? He wants it to engage automatically. So basically, it detects something and it
Full
stops.
reverse.
Full reverse. Okay, what does he want to do? He wants to add a trait which is full reverse on an emergency, or when you detect whatever, right?
Yeah.
Full reverse on an atmosphere.
Yeah. As deleterious to the
To the mission.
to the function of this spacecraft as possible.
I think that will be perfect. And that's going to be for someone to find out later. All right. Yep. So that's our little new trait here. I'll put it somewhere. We'll just have to keep track of it that we have it. Okay. So Phil, you're gonna see how well you did on that, buddy.
Okay.
Okay, buddy, you're gonna be first. You're gonna come up with the idea, and for that, I want you to have like a little bit of an inspirational moment. That's gonna be either insight or reason, and I think con is flying things. So I think you're thinking about flying things. So insight or reason and con, and that'll tell you how good of an idea it was. So you just get as many successes as you feel like.
My value.
Yeah.
Does a value come into this or a focus?
Focuses. I will also use values if necessary because I think the way they work is either one will be good.
The value I'm looking at is I always know better.
Okay. Yes.
That is one success with reason and con. Barely.
All right. Reason and con. You got one success. Okay. That at least at the bare minimum you conceptualized. Let's have a planet detector that stops the ship, and then it becomes the grunt work of actually rewiring the damn thing.
Okay.
So let's go with that's going to be probably engineering and either control for the fine work. How do you want to approach the repair? Like
I know exactly what I'm doing. With full confidence.
Full confidence. Okay, I'm going to go with not with just daring is kind of off the cuff. So you want to go at it with full focused confidence. Let's go at it with control and because you know your way around engineering systems, let's go with control and engineering.
Yay. That is 2 failures.
Okay. Basically what I'm going to say is you didn't critically fail. So you basically
13 and a 14.
13 or 14. Okay, let's go with evens and odds. Are you too stupid to know you didn't do it?
I love that too.
I like that idea. Okay, let's see if you know enough to know that you failed. Let's look at con and insight.
On an insight, that's a 13. Oh, it's a 3 and an 8.
Okay. you absolutely know whatever you tried didn't work. But
I'll come back to it.
But you got a point. You only need one for that. You got a spare point. You kind of know what you may have done wrong if you want to ever try it again.
Okay.
But I like the idea that you just drop it.
Yeah. One try, it doesn't work.
Okay, and then the next question is evens or odds? Phil.
Give me an evens. Show me evens.
Okay. Odds.
I think this has not worked one single time.
It has not worked one single time.
Doing this.
Odds indicate that you left the system in worse shape or non-functional. So the sonar's not working anymore. Is my thing. So the navigational deflector sensing beam doesn't work. That'll go on the list of repairs. If I ever get around to actually keeping track of it.
Yeah, I'll just drop the bundle of wires that I was working with and nudge it back into the console. Close it up.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, well that was
bored.
I'm bored. Okay, do you have anything else you want to do while you're bored, or should I cycle back to the main group?
Is Pfil party to anything that's going on down there?
No.
He knows that he saw Noit leave though.
He registered that Noit left. But
I'm gonna go poke my head out of the
hatch?
Out of the hatch.
Okay. You poke your head out.
Perfunctory search.
Perfunctory. Yeah, somebody's got to get this plot moving in the right direction. Like, where did the missing guy who's gonna wake the cultist gods go? I don't know. We're just gonna let the cultists finish their ritual.
I just liked his hat.
His hat was really good. You did notice his hat is quite impressive. You stick your head out. The atmosphere is very thin, but I don't know if that bothers you. And it is also very rancid smelling. You can think of it as not necessarily like it's not a corpse plant, but you know the smell of natural gas, the smell they put in it. It's the natural gas smell.
It's supposed to set the alerts of like something's not right here.
Yeah, it's supposed to be revolting. That does not necessarily need to be Phil's response.
No, Pfil takes a big sniff and goes, ah.
Yep, that's what I was guessing. But yeah,
I see Noit?
You do not see Noit. You see some tracks going off to the nominal west. You see some tracks going off. Like he's, he must have gone off looking for something, or maybe he's hiding something, or he's found something and he's keeping it to himself. Because you did see him with a helmet. He might have gone off looking for more for treasure. What do you think of Orions as a? Oh, by the way, Orions are stereotypically pirates or gangster type guys, whereas Ferengi are more merchants. Orions tend to be gangsters and untrustworthy. So he might have. I think he could have just snuck off. Look, I understand that we're trying to rehabilitate them in Strange New Worlds, but oh well. But yeah, your understanding of the rep is that they're sneaky.
I imagine Pfil has not been patched into the comm system yet, so he's just gonna shout down the stairwell.
Okay.
Hey everyone, Noit left.
What?
And he took his hat with him.
That gold breaker.
I don't know if you were you issued a comm badge?
Phil?
Did we give Phil
I'm going to assume no.
Okay.
I'm going to assume he's not really part of the crew yet.
I like the idea that basically you could
cost him a couple of slips to get one.
Yeah, I think basically I don't think that
Why would I do that? I can just shout. You will all hear me.
I like that you're not going to use the company provided email or laptop.
Well, it costs too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, who wants to spend their slips?
Oh God.
I'm already behind.
Yeah, you are actually. I think you're charged by the breath for air. Okay, yeah. So he yelled down about Noit going missing. Does that trip anybody at all?
Hell.
Here.
All right, look, Gorath, you're working on the damned.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this drone. See if we can get this working.
Okay.
All right, well, oh, I better go.
Wait.
He's part of my crew.
Yeah, and I should go too because the whole reason he's here is he came with me, so I kind of feel a little bit responsible for his crap that he's pulling. He's really got me annoyed.
Vela, my deepest apologies. One of my crew members has gone off willy-nilly onto the moon, and he still owes me a good deal of latinum. So I feel like it's incumbent upon me to go and find her.
Who is Willy Nilly?
Oh,
Oh, there are 2 crew members missing?
no, just the one.
Okay, so these are surnames?
Noit willy-nilly. Hyphenated. They hyphenated it.
Ah, good, yes.
Alright. Vela, I mean, you're welcome to come along with myself and Dreveok if you like. You can also make yourself comfortable here. Lyra, Gorath, don't let the ship get worse than it already is.
Oh, it's not gonna get worse. It'll only get better.
I can't wait to see what you do with the place.
I
Remember,
wouldn't
I'm
mind.
always
Maybe
watching.
some curtains over here.
I wouldn't mind running some more experiments on Pfil's systems. So I'll definitely
Sure.
stick around here and maybe make some surreptitious scans.
Yeah, you do whatever you want to that guy. He giving me the creeps.
Yeah, you notice that we see Dash. Let's have an insight and command check from you.
Insight command. Ooh, I got a 2 and a 9. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, insight command. I'm good. I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, you don't know much about Vela, but you know when the words he wandered off, she got a little concerned. It's a flash of concern or curiosity or something. She keyed in on somebody left the ship that you didn't know about.
Second thought, Vela, you seem to know. I mean, I know you haven't been on the moon before, but you at least know the system a little better than us. You wouldn't mind accompanying Dreveok and myself to go and find our fellow crew member, would you?
No, I am very happy to join you. It would
Good to
be
hear.
important to find Willy Nilly.
Mr. Willy-nilly.
Mr. Willy Nilly.
All right, well, let's Lyra, Gorath, about your business. Dreveok
All right.
and Vela, you're with me.
Do we take some weapons with us? I mean, we don't know much about this moon. We might want to protect ourselves.
Yeah, Dreveok, go ahead and I'll key my personal code into the nearest weapons. Just this once, because you just one time, because we have a guest. All right.
Yeah. No, understood.
Okay, yep. Hold on.
And whatever. Again, third hand phaser.
Did you get the? I think you have 1 or 2 of the good ones squirreled away somewhere.
Yeah, but not here.
Yeah, if you want to go get one
Those
of,
are up in my quarters.
if you want to go get one of the good ones, that's totally fine. Okay, you're on an alien planet. Okay, I believe
It's
you.
a moon.
I believe.
There's not even any vegetables out there. I looked.
Okay, yeah, and I think.
I'll grab this old disruptor that has duct tape on the handle.
Look
Okay,
at this guy. He doesn't even. He is a weapon.
like it's a sawed off.
Yeah, I really don't need it, but if they're like throwing things from up in the mountains, I'm not a good thrower. I'd rather blast than throw.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is you have a sawed off disruptor with a taped grip.
Disruptor is so good.
Because that's the vibe I think I'm getting from this.
Absolutely.
Get a little down and dirty. Sometimes you need a little down and dirty weapon. Something that lets people know you mean business and you don't care. Let me see so you each got a disruptor. I'm trying to see if I can get Paul's character in here somehow. But Gorath is
Going after him, aren't we?
We're going after Paul's character. I just didn't want to idle Paul. I didn't want to idle Cello if I can help it. But I think we'll be okay.
Let's go see what's
You
up.
just have some snacks while we're waiting. You okay, Paul? You're just giggling.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it.
I like the idea that you could be the probe at some point. Be the probe. Suddenly the probe gets talkative, and all it cares about is.
Gorath, if you get done with the drone and run that little experiment, maybe you can see if there's anything you can find on the moon that might be causing a communications disruption.
Right. Now, Wayne,
Mhm.
I just wanted to make sure. So Noit is the only one that saw the mountains with the little things on top.
Yep, Noit's the only one that saw the tea candles.
Okay.
You saw space tea candles. I think Noit's the only one that's heard the voices. That kind of thing. Yeah, he is only involved in that. I think. What was the thing for scanning? Lyra, however, might be good for. Lyra's got a good science, so Lyra could also take a hand in, because she's science medicine. So she's you can treat Lyra like a backup scientist, which I think we do already.
Okay.
I think so.
So she can be she can be used. She can be put to work scanning the planet, doing things like all that kind of stuff. Like Lyra may want to, I don't know, check the atmosphere to see if it's bad. Things like that,
Smelly.
I don't know. Is there air? Is it? You don't know.
I think we determined it was breathable.
Yeah, it was breathable, but not.
We can
pleasant.
survive it, but it's not.
It's not great.
If it's thin, she recommends that they don't do a lot of really strenuous stuff.
Yeah,
I don't think you should, for example, like I wouldn't run around very much. It's pretty thin atmosphere, so you might get winded pretty quickly. If you have any kind of heart conditions, be careful with that.
Bailey, you got any heart issues?
I don't. I just have these shrunken lobes.
Okay.
All right, we ought to be fine then.
All right.
Dreveok, you got big lungs. You got
She
big
says
everything.
she said I can preventatively give you guys each a shot of triox compound. I know that they use that a lot when humans go to Vulcan, for example, because of the thin atmosphere there.
I mean, is it gonna make me? I don't like needles much.
That'd be a hypo spray, so
Oh,
it
great.
won't really stay. Well, I don't know. Do we have hypo sprays, or is that Federation tech?
I think everybody has the thing. Everyone's got the thing about the magic thing you just touched. Yeah.
Okay,
You're not freaking
We've got
savages.
hypo sprays, so
Well,
we don't have to worry about needles.
Yeah, and canonically, yes, because there was that time travel episode where the Ferengi were poked with needles, where they were trying to give them an injection and they just freaked. So yeah, you got a hypospray. The Triox compound would take off the chance of fatigue, essentially.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a routine hiss. I think all of you are equipped with a communicator, probably some sort of a tricorder or recording sensor device. And we can just dump you out onto the planet's surface.
Right before as I'm gonna linger at the back, and as Lyra gives me my triox, I'm gonna ask, do you think you could hook me up with another dose of those sedatives you gave me earlier? Not right now, but just to have, just in case.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be you,
I'm
Lyra.
trying to remember which ones they were. No, I'm trying to remember what she gave him. Was there a term, or was it just?
I think
general
it's just
sedatives?
general
I
sedative.
just have strong sedatives.
Yeah, strong sedative.
Okay.
I thought I was having a heart attack on the stairs.
Yeah. Okay. Let me give you a couple of these, but remember that they're gonna act in opposition to the triox compound at some level, because that's boosting your oxygen flow. So that could increase a little bit of anxiety, and then if you take these sedatives, they might counteract that a little bit.
Sure, I'll save them for later, and I give a big wink, and then head out the airlock.
I love that you guys make up your own complications, so I don't even have to come up with there's no downside. I like that all of us are thinking, what's the downside I can saddle myself with? What I will say is, you'll provide them. Is it okay if you provide them in a hypospray form?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Like a one doser. I think we'll even do it as a one doser kind of thing. So that so
that's what I was envisioning.
Yeah. So it's basically just an EpiPen kind of device. It's an EpiPen with it's a pen with 2 charges of heavy sedative in it.
I'm thinking it might come in use on Noit, and if not, then I've got my Friday night planned out.
Yep. Well, I don't know how well you feel about Vela either.
Hey.
You didn't hear it from me. Okay, so out you.
I have no issues with Vela so far. She's been nothing but lovely.
She's done nothing but cordial. A little bit strange about money.
All right, Dreveok, lead the way.
All right. Well, let's see. I guess we'll just follow his footprints.
You know how to get into this fella's mind.
Well, lately he's been acting so strange. I don't know if I can get in his mind anymore. Something is going on with his thinking. I don't know. He had that thinking cap thing that he brought on the ship, and a couple of times I told him, "Hey, take that off," and he took it off. But maybe it's messing with his head somehow.
Hey, Phil.
So
Yeah,
I'm not
I had
sure.
a phase where I wore scarves all the time, and no matter how many people told me to take that thing off, I just kept putting it back on. I get it.
Yeah.
When you think you found something, I mean, Vela, you get it. Look at that neck. That is a scarf neck if I ever saw one.
Yeah, I used to wear really cool Ferengi earrings, but then my lobe shrank. They were almost like the Joran ones.
Oh, I was just going to I'm gonna go back as me for a second.
Yeah, so Pfil, I'm gonna just be a jerk, and I'm gonna say that the comms got bumped open while they were discussing helmets and things, so you do overhear this discussion.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah, he was wearing the weird hat when he left.
I knew it.
And muttering to himself, but I didn't investigate it or tell you guys until quite a while after. I was busy.
Well, the ship is broken. So
Oh.
it's
Not
understandable.
anymore. Pfil is
Good.
on the case.
I like the idea that Gorath is. Gorath, you're gonna make a evens or odds to see if that pricked up your ears.
Okay. Go with odds.
All right. Well, stick with ask Paul next time before you roll, Dave. So yeah, you definitely register that Pfil is on the case. Comes through the comms. Just in case you want to follow up on that, that's a completely logical thing for you to do at this point now.
Yeah.
So here we go. Yeah, are you guys ready to just kind of march out into Oblivion then?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Let me see. Where did I wind up?
This smells terrible.
Oh,
Okay.
no worse than the upstairs restroom after. Oh, I'm using the wrong voice.
Oh God. I love it.
I was like, who is that? Who's talking?
Who's talking now? Right now, you're just going to stay totally in
Whose
CashDash.
line is it anyway?
Not any worse than yours and Noit's quarters after you two get done lifting weights.
Yeah, well, lifting weights or eating that Rigelian curry.
Ugh.
Oh my God. Yep, that'll do
We
it.
need to trade the rest of that ASAP.
Oh
I can't have that on my ship anymore.
no.
Yeah, we could maybe make some money here. We don't know much about this planet. We could sell off a lot of the bad food here.
That's the hope.
Okay, well I'm gonna put you guys out. Dash, Pfil, Dreveok. Okay, I'm just setting you in a scene for no real reason at this point.
The visual helps.
The visual helps. It sets the scene. I think if I recall, you're marching along. You do seem to. I'm just gonna do one of these things because this will be funnier this way. You do have a scanner, and so as you're cruising along here, there we go.
Hopefully, it's not one of the scanners we got at the Halbeck General Store.
Nope, you managed to. I think you left them all there. I think you left the ones that were marked Fisher Price. Very much left there.
The Fisher.
Fisher Price. Oh my God. So you do get you have a scan. There does seem to be a let me see. Well, let's just God, do any of you know how to run a scanner? Shit. Well, let's look for let's do science science and control. How we doing or science and reason or science and control?
Don't ask Dreveok to do any science.
I like
He's got one.
Dave's face has also told the tale of
That's not that bad for CashDash.
Okay. He's
For some reason he minored in science.
Oh,
Engineering.
Okay. Okay. Did you roll?
Doesn't matter.
Did you roll before I asked you to? Okay. Yeah. There you go. Okay. What'd you do? I want to find out how bad.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I thought you said controlled science.
Yeah. I did.
Right. Yeah. I got 2 failures.
Like no criticals, huh?
An 18.
Nope. Well, that's not it. No, you're not using the probe yet. So.
No critical failures, but no successes.
Okay. Paul, what I'm going to have you do is I need you to be a mouser for me.
Okay.
So you're going to run the little green guys.
All right.
And let me see. The green guys have about a 12 in anything they want to do. And so that the audience doesn't know what we're going to do. And I don't know.
Maybe I have the scanner out, but I'm not really I'm just the whole time I'm picking Vela's brain about what we're gonna do when we get down to this big market.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Paul,
so, like I have the scanner out, but it's just not even.
Paul, can you can see the chat, correct? In
yes.
Skype.
In Skype.
I'm gonna try and send a message. Let me see. Send a message. I'm gonna try and send a message directly to you.
Oh look. Uh-oh.
Does that work?
You all disappeared, but me.
I'm hoping. Oh my God. Oh, now I remember why I don't. Now I remember why I didn't do it. Yeah, now I remember why I didn't do that because it freaking Shanghai's the Skype channel. Let me see. Where is?
Did that not work?
No,
we just won't look.
Sure.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do?
You can't do like a private chat with me.
I can do one in Discord.
Discord.
You got Discord open? One of your
I can fix that.
Your 8,000 other ways to do things.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just. Here it is.
Here it is.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to see show member list. I'm going to assume that you're this one. Who the hell is this? Okay. I'm going to say this you. And we'll see if that makes sense. Yeah, I got Lyra and Gorath. Okay, good. All right. So I just wanted to give marching orders to the rats. Some basic ideas.
Okay.
So anyway, CashDash, you're trying to pick her brains about what now?
Just get more information about this market that goes on down on the planet. Just more stuff like about the that inspection. Mostly trying to glean if there's any way I can get around the inspection, or maybe get a discount. I'm not asking that up front. I'm just really trying to get as much information about how this market works.
Okay. I understand your curiosity. I think that traders with a reputation have an easier time of more relaxed inspections. As as trust is built, trust is given.
Reputation at the market itself, or just reputation in the quadrants? Because I don't want to toot my own horn, but you do know
You are a musical. You
haven't you?
are a musical genius.
Of course, and I got a bit of a mind for trade as well.
Well, I do not.
Toot my own horn. I get you. I get you, baby. I got there. Look, I'm sorry. This the lack of oxygen here is making me a little lightheaded, but I got that.
I think that if you would, normally you present your credentials. With other trade alliances, there are not many from your people. Since you're the first of your kind we've encountered, even though you're so freakishly close to our planet. Don't know why.
I think CashDash's jaw fully drops when and he is drooling when he hears that he's the first Ferengi. Absolutely, has to.
Yeah, for some reason the Ferengi haven't come out this way, or at least not that she has recognized anyway. Not Ferengi, she would recognize as Ferengi. But yeah, so she does point out that some sort of credentials you could present would probably go a ways to do it.
Surely you have several licenses and, I believe letters of reference or glowing recommendations from customers that could be provided. All, of course, cryptographically verified.
Yeah, how much CashDash is trying to run through his brain how he can forge these.
Yes, yeah.
We have 4.25 stars on the international or intergalactic trade.
Space Yelp. Yeah, quickly you're working out, how can I mock up a website?
Yeah. But outside he's going, oh, well, we got, how much time do you have? I can pull up a half dozen reviews just off the top of my head, but we've got a, absolutely, that shouldn't be any sort of problem. I'm glad you told me. Thank you so much. This has all been wonderfully useful information.
Yes, well, it is probably standard everywhere that you would travel to present all documentation before beginning trade. But it is good to have your papers in order.
Absolutely standard, of course. And he's taking mental notes of all the stuff that he skips every time he does a trade deal.
I like the idea also, because I don't know if necessarily, you generally you work on rep anyway, but you're not above quantum forgery. We'll have to work out some of the shenanigans that you would have to pull to create a quantum forged document. If you had one, it would be really helpful, probably, but that's just me as the referee suggesting something that may come in handy if it hadn't occurred to you that they need to know what you're forging. And also keep in mind, it's an out-of-state driver's license. Who's to say whether that's okay or not?
Oh, you haven't seen one of these before? Well, let me walk you through.
Yeah, that's exactly. Sorry, I love a good scam. So I'm just a goof.
So this is the conversation that's going.
Yeah, this
on
is
in
the conversation.
Well,
So but you do make Dreveok, are you also trying to use the scanner, or are you just staring out with your beady little eyes?
I'm just looking out. I'm trying to follow the footprints and just kind of keep an eye out.
Okay. As you do, we need a notice and stuff roll. So let's do. I'm gonna go with security and insight, unless you have another.
That's a good one.
Another way of looking at it.
I'll do that.
If you have anything that involves tracking, noticing, being suspicious, or shadowing, any kind of covert ops stuff, would work as a focus.
Not exactly.
What's the how not is the exactly?
Well, I have a value of duplicity, so I understand being duplicitous, but that's not really.
No, I'll give you that.
Okay, I'll take it then.
Okay.
But it's a value, not a focus. So
I'm just gonna quietly pretend we're using 3rd edition rules of Star Trek, the as yet unpublished rules, because duplicitous, like, that colors it. Your focuses are a little more hard and fast. But I think that values should color that a little bit on occasion. I like the idea of the focuses, and you get a reward for duplicitous.
Oh, I do have under my talents ambush tactics. So I would understand if somebody was trying to ambush us.
I would look at that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you mention that when we started?
Because I just saw it on my character sheet and I forgot about it.
Okay,
I was looking at my focuses, but I wasn't looking at my talent.
This is an Architects of Fate tip for the masses. Always read the whole character sheet. Just run it on over it occasionally. The D&D, it's much harder. You're just going to be there for fucking days. But with Star Trek, you got like 10 words on your whole sheet. So ambush tactics, probably no matter what the mechanic says, it's probably either to set or detect an ambush. You'll get some momentum or easier difficulty. So you only have a difficulty 1 level task now for insight and I believe insight and security.
And insight and security. So that's good. So I got 14. Here we go.
Okay.
Well, I got an 8, which is a success, but then I got a 20, so we have a complication.
Okay. Paul, you get to pick what the complication is. It can't be something earth-shattering, but it's sort of like a change the conditions of the test thing. Yep.
He, I got it exactly. He was walking up some rocks that resemble stairs, and he trips and slides down the steps.
Wow!
The rocks.
Yep.
Not again.
Not again. Yeah. So you were actually looking and were caught up. There's not just Noit's footsteps, but there seem to be like these paw prints all around. That's all you know about him, is that there are just some paw prints around. Like there's a life form here apparently, or 1 or 2. You're not sure. But yeah, as you were examining them, you fell over. I need let's go with a fitness and security check, just because or daring and security check.
Oh, I wish it was fitness. Daring is horrible. All right. So
Daring's your oh shit handle.
All right. And oh my god, an 18 and a 19. I accidentally got my D&D dice out again.
Oh no.
Yeah, you need to sign up for Sundays, man. Sundays.
Yeah, I know. 18, 19, and 20 out of 4 dice.
Those are good dice.
3 pretty massive rolls.
Yeah. Well,
for the wrong system.
Yeah, you just bang down the stairs a bit. I will give you a sprain. You just sprain your knee for right now.
Question. You said we were walking up the stairs?
He was. I don't know what the hell the rest of you were doing. I mean, you guys were walking along the valley. Yeah, he seemed to go up a hill looking for something. That's not
We're
where
following him.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he bangs through you, I guess.
That was my question.
Okay, yeah. I think he rolls down and he lands at your feet
Okay.
and stares up at you after he's banged his knee.
Did you find anything?
Yeah.
I found
Well,
some steps.
I found that I just can't walk anymore, apparently. But I also discovered that there are other footprints besides Noit's, and they're like little, more like paws. Like, so there's some kind of life forms here on this moon besides us.
Bailey,
Even though it looks desolate.
you know what kind of critters could be wandering around on the surface of a moon like this?
Did you talk to Vela?
Yeah.
Review, that's very curious. It doesn't seem like this is a place that could support any life.
And yet life there is. Curiouser and curiouser.
No footprints
Yeah.
there are.
Yeah,
Where there's
see?
smoke.
There's smoke.
Dreveok, what were you saying before I interrupted you?
I was pointing them out so you guys could see them too. These are Noits. They look like sort of like shoes, but then there's these with like five little paw thingies, 5 little digits around a circle. But I don't even know what they could eat here. It just looks like dust and rock.
Can I investigate the dirt to see if there's any sort of insect living here? Any sort of heretofore undiscovered by Ferengi insect?
What if it's already been discovered by Ferengi? Do you want to just ignore those?
We put the damn flag on the moon.
Ours. Oh wait, yeah. When
Ferengi
you
haven't been
actually
here
when you
before.
go outside, that will be the first thing you do as you walk outside. You plant the
Oh
Ferengi.
yeah, the flag. Yeah,
Flag-
that's right. The banner
flag.
goes down.
Banner
right?
goes down, and I think that ChatGPT is going to have to make a Ferengi kind of declaration of ownership.
Yeah.
And it does. By the way, it took you about 20 minutes to read through all the articles of ownership and recite
All
them
the
from the scroll. All the asterisks, mumble through the fine print. When you say et cetera, please check the website for addenda subject to change. Yeah, that kind of thing just absolutely just rolled out. So yeah, the if you want to, just are you what are you doing? Are you like scanning? Are you digging? Are you licking it? Are you
I'm
smelling
sifting. I'm a tactile kind of person.
Okay.
I gotta get in there with my own too.
You have hands.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I do have a focus with bugs, identifying, cooking, and selling.
Okay. I think that's even better now. Let me see. Understood the assignment. Let me see. Yeah, so I think that we're looking at probably let's go with I think it's probably reason. Yeah, it's a reason and science roll. Because I think that's identifying, cooking, and selling bugs.
Yeah.
So the
Alright,
focus
so I
of
need
bugs.
under an 11. I'm gonna burn a point of momentum.
Sure.
Get a third dice. Since we're over the limit.
Yeah, we are over the legal
anyway.
limit. Yeah, I gotta. I think no, we're in third edition limit. No, you're not. Damn it.
Oh, there we go. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, we're not. We're still not because it's 2 points per person. Still not right.
Okay. So I have to.
But you're
If I meet, is that a success?
at or below. Yeah.
Okay, so I got 2 11s, which
This is the weirdest
meet.
throw of dice I have seen.
I know, 2 11s and a 14.
Sunday was that way too. Sunday was everything was just spot on. All right, maybe that proves we're in a simulation. I'm just going to quietly, for reasons that may or may not become apparent to future watchers of the show. Some of us are just open for simulation. Yeah. So you've got 2 successes. You do see. They're very unusual bugs. They're packed with. Let me see. I actually have a Star Trek word for this. Come on. I had actual freaking Star Trek words, and now I can't find it. Okay. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, the bugs that you have, and I'm going to put this in because I just love watching you guys read Technobabble.
So do I find an actual bug or
Yeah,
just
you do.
or just traces
You
of a bug?
find some bugs. They look.
All right, so I
Yeah.
dig into the surface, pull out a bug, look at it. This little grub. I'm gonna dust it off. Actually, I'm gonna dust it off on Dreveok's uniform. Little guy with a mohawk. Gonna give it a good sniff. Sort of stretch it out. See what the elasticity is like.
Okay.
Take notice of the 6 faceted eyes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pop it whole into my mouth and chew.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's not a gummy worm. I'll tell you that. On set, this would be a gummy worm. Let me see. What's your throwing up skill?
Oh, this isn't delicious to me?
It might not be delicious to anybody.
I thought this was. Wait.
Well, it's filled with.
Was I lied to by Memory Beta?
What did you think? What were you looking for in Memory Beta?
That the Ferengi eat.
Well, they eat bugs. They definitely eat bugs, but
Okay, but just not these bugs.
Okay, so I'm going to say we eat plants, but I'm not necessarily going to chow down on poison ivy.
Every bug. Okay, so no. If it's bad, I'm going to spit it out.
Well, I mean, part of it is during your assessment. I think you could. I was going to. You just knocked it back before I asked for a skill roll, so that's on you, my friend.
That is on me, but that's also part of my assessment every time.
Okay. I think you just pop it in your mouth and ready to just spit it back out immediately.
Yeah.
You do bite down on it. Cameron, I need one flavor that he tasted, and Paul, I'll need a second flavor that he tasted. And you can decide whether it is or isn't palatable to a Ferengi, because remember, it's Ferengi physiology.
It's a very metallic tang. It's not very palatable. It'd be like if you could taste chrome off a bumper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm going to say that it leaves an aftertaste that dominates his taste buds for 36 hours.
Of any particular aftertaste, like root beer, peppermint?
Just that anything like he would normally like just is not appealing anymore. So it like changes his perception of
you got COVID mouth.
His taste. Yeah.
Yeah, all food has no taste. No taste, or just
it's just like a little alum in there rubbing on.
Or
his
no,
taste buds.
it's just like it makes stuff that he normally likes, not be quite as appealing.
Oh, just ever so slightly off.
Yeah. Like it might be a little bit old or rotten or.
Oh, I love that idea. Oh God. If you can't profit off of that, I don't know what you are doing in this business, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I pop, and do I notice this technobabble from my taste test?
You can just decide that that's what you know.
All right. So I pop it back, one good chew, spit it out. Damn things are full of chronometric plasmic radiation. Must be feeding off of this energy, like chickens to a bag of corn.
Wow.
I'll take
Maybe
that.
that's what's screwing with our communications.
Oh, do you think
Those
so?
Well, maybe the bugs are all over the outside of the ship. We did hit pretty hard. We probably stirred up a lot of them.
Dreveok, you got anything on you I can get this taste out of my mouth with?
I have some steroids, but I don't think they taste very good. Usually you don't eat them. You kind of just swallow them.
Yeah, maybe I've got some. I've got some.
I would offer you some Ferengi gummy ones, but I left them all in my cabin. I wasn't thinking we were going to be out, needing a snack.
I might got an Orion stag beetle jerky in here somewhere.
Let me see. Well, we can go evens or odds, or you can spend momentum. It's up to you.
God, I just
want to do it to
I'm so bad with evens and odds. Will someone else pick my evens or odds for me? I don't want to spend momentum for this.
I say odds again.
Okay. Are you go? Do you agree?
This will determine if this will determine the breadth of the curse.
Yes. Are you agreeing?
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's odds, right? Okay. There you go. It's odds.
Okay. So perfect.
So you can do Pascal's wager with dice, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you do have some Orion stag beetle jerky with you. It's not much. It's like chewing gum stick sized. And you're gonna have it tastes like you said off. Seriously, it's like it's rotten to the point where you might even want to consider scanning it or asking somebody. Did it go off in your pocket somehow?
Is Dreveok, will you taste test this jerky for me? It don't taste very good.
Yeah, that's just Orion stag beetle. That looks yummy. Let me have a bite.
It's full of protein.
Yeah, I know. This is a good thing. I'll take a bite.
Yeah.
No, it tastes fine to me.
I think you take
good, actually.
I think you take
It's really good.
3/4 of the remaining amount with a big bite.
Mind if I finish it off? It's kind of yummy, to be honest. It's pretty fresh and yeah. Where'd you get this?
Oh, it's from my personal supply. So I ate the bug. I ate the grub.
Man, we don't get anything like this out of the replicators on the ship, even if we put in 2 slips.
Oh. Anyway, now we know what. Okay. Oh boy, I got taken away with myself. Sorry about that. Good to know we got these bugs that make other food taste bad.
Put that on the list.
Anyway, what else
There's some business implications there.
Anyway, what's going on this moon?
Well, other than the fact that I think I sprained my damn knee, there's got to be some kind of creatures. Can I tell if they're following Noit or were they like paralleling him? Like, can I tell? I don't have tracking skill per se, but I'm going to use my ambush tactics understanding again to see if they were trying to sneak up on him or.
Okay, what are you going to do differently than aside from not following down the hill? What will you be doing differently from the last time you tried to use ambush tactics? Justify the reroll, please.
I'm going to, instead of follow Noit's tracks, I'm going to follow the tracks of the creatures.
Okay.
And I'll go off to the side and see if they like loop back around, if they do any kind of things that indicate that they weren't just walking around after him or, because they may have not been with him at the same time, but I'm trying to see if there's an indication that maybe they were, that they knew he was present and they were moving in different directions.
Okay. Well, while you're staring, are you steering clear of the stairs this time?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No more steps in my future. We got to get those double lifts working if the Pfil's working on those.
Okay. So you're just going to be hobbling for the rest of this since nobody brought a med kit, which I think was hilarious as a
No, walk it off.
A big move here. Bang on it with a rock or something. Yeah. So as you,
I always carry icy hot. I'm I'm a weightlifter. You know, I got a little icy hot. I'll rub on there.
You
Maybe
could-
some Bengay, something
may
like that.
you may be able to inject a minor dose of steroid into it.
Feren. In fact, I have Ferengay.
Oh, you know, all right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take threat for that. I get a point of threat for that statement. That was
just having to suffer.
that hurt. That hurt. So I'm going to hurt you back later. Yeah. So as you so let's look at I believe it was insight and security, right?
Yeah.
Insight and security, and then your crit range is based on ambush tactics. And yeah, go ahead and have another roll on that.
All right. And I'm going to spend a momentum to get an extra die.
Okay.
Hopefully it won't be an extra Dungeons and Dragons die.
It'll be an awesome die.
Oh, and this time I got 3 successes, so I wasted the momentum.
Well, no, you didn't, because
6,
you'll need
4, and 11.
Yeah, I mean, basically, this is more of an information roll, so you needed one to kind of make sure you had the right tracks.
Yeah.
These do indicate that these there's at least 2 creatures, 2 distinct creatures. You're not totally sure how long ago these were, but because you're not sure how the weather works on this planet, things like that.
Right.
But there are 2 creatures. They seem to be there don't seem to be any immediately obvious patterns. And because this is a gain information roll, you've got 2 additional questions you can ask based on your momentum. The successes you got up for it.
Is there any way to tell if they left in a different direction, or does it look like they just continue on with Noit as far as I can see?
It looks like they're not tracking Noit anymore.
Okay. And the other question, how big are these?
Oh, it's a good question. They're as big as a womp rat, so good luck figuring that out. They're about 40-pound.
They're 3 meters.
They're 3 meters. Yeah, it can't be bigger than 3 meters. They'll fit through the standard size of an Imperial exhaust port on a space station. So they're about 40 pounds. So they're about the size of kind of a medium-sized dog. Is your thing RUSSs, rodents of unusual size kind of things.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so they're fairly heavy. The clawed toe indicates a burrowing animal. I'll go with that too if you're interested. Just you're tracking them.
Bug diggers.
Yep. And that's mostly it. You do as you're finishing your analysis, are you going to share that with anybody or just not care?
Yeah, no, I'll tell everybody because they should know.
Okay.
So these things are fairly big creatures. Looks like they dig around in the dirt, probably for those bugs.
That's what I figured. If there's critters on this planet, there's got to be some they're eating. But we reckon they're either way, we probably ought to keep a low profile.
Yeah, we should at least be on the lookout for motion. See if anything's like moving around in the hills on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nothing's been coming up on my scanner this whole time. Oh wait,
yeah. As you look at the scanner, I think Paul has something to say. It seems to be.
You have
you're kind of, as you can tell, you're kind of in this valley area, and that reet sound seems to be coming a lot of different directions. Luckily, it's one difficulty level lower to locate it because you are Ferengi, and those ears are not just for show. Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to localize it or anything like that, but it's kind of a bit unnerving because it's a plant that's been like dead, with nothing, barely any wind, no traces of wind even, which made tracking them, age of tracks kind of weird.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's some reet sounds coming. What?
I'm just looking at my focuses.
What? They're really good?
Just giggling at my own focuses.
I'm gonna ready my duct tape blaster, sawed off disruptor.
Not off the restaurant.
Blaster. I went into Star Wars mode there for a second.
Well, I mean,
All this talk of womp rats.
I would like to try to locate where the sound is coming from, but only so I can put Dreveok and Vela between myself and the sounds.
okay.
All right, and there's the sounds coming through the.
So, yeah, what I'll do is I'll start localizing them. Let me see, what's a sensory roll? Of course they have sensory saving throws in this game. Let's go with, I'm going to have to go with science because otherwise I would feel terrible, doing this to you. Let's go with like insight and science or insight and security.
Okay, insight and science is really good for me.
Yep.
For some reason. My minor. Okay, that's a 9 and a 7. It's 2 successes.
Okay. And it comes down, so you have like, it only needed 1 success. Because this is informational, you can spend it on an additional question if you want, or just bank it. It looks like, and I'm going to place the womp rats here. There's one over here, and there's one kind of
Sort of at either end of the little valley we're in.
yeah, one is behind you. Actually, no, this one's behind you. There's 2 behind you, and one kind of up ahead to the whatever this side is, to the left or to the right. Yeah, they're still hidden, but you can hear 3 distinct sound things. And you do discern that they definitely seem to be talking to each other. Even though they're all reading at the same time, there is definitely kind of an ebb and a flow to where they're located. Yeah, no.
They're little beasties.
Paul's gonna demand a bigger paycheck for having to play 3 parts this time.
For the creature.
For the 3 creatures. Yep. So there's that. You're all being surrounded by creatures that you don't know diddly squat about, but you know they eat those bugs. And those bugs taste terrible.
I shouldn't have chewed on the one I already. Well, I did. How was I to know? Hi, Dreveok.
Well, I like the idea. Maybe it does smell food on you. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
The thought.
Uh-oh. I think we got to get out of this valley here. This is not a good place to be with.
Yeah, this is a bad situation. It sounds like more behind us. Maybe we just make a break for it and just kind of follow Noit's path, but at a higher speed, and I'll try to keep up.
Yeah, cover me. And I push Dreveok back as I start running.
Oh, okay. I'm going to cut there because that's a great place for a cliffhanger for your butts. Okay, we're going to go to Noit. The Ballad of Noit. Because I don't know where the hell he was going with things. All right, so Noit, you've got the rancid thin atmosphere. You've got the helmet. I think you are just now being compelled to go into a cavern or being told to go into a cavern.
Right.
And if I recall correctly, the 2 spirit guides you have are I really want to. The 2 spirit guides you have are both trying to get you into this cavern now, and they're talking to you. They're doing the whisper chat.
But like, is one of them is telling me to like charge right in, and one of them's probably telling me to be more.
Yeah, there is one of these naked mole rat things in front of it. In front of the cave entrance, and I forget who was more aggressive. I think, if I'm not mistaken,
I was more cautious. I was telling him he has to protect the helmet at all costs.
Yeah, Dave was.
Like, don't risk the helmet.
Dark CashDash.
Yeah, one of you craves violence. One of you craves like getting him through this. So Noit, what do you want to do?
So I wanna try and approach the cave stealthily to see if the creature knows I'm there. I want to see if I can discover its awareness of me.
Okay. This is a painfully slow process in someone's opinion.
Come on, Noit. You come this far already. You're almost there. It's just a few more steps. Just one more little rat. You can take
Give the
it. Come
helmet
on.
a whack, like.
Look how big and strong you are. It's just one little rat. I bet you could tear that thing in half without breaking a sweat.
The claws could damage the helmet.
Actually, I think Noit is feeling maybe a little bit more powerful with the helmet, so
okay,
he might actually be a little bit more aggressive towards the rat.
He is a big bruiser.
He's kind of
he's a pretty big guy.
That's why the helmet chose you. You feel that, don't you?
It did choose correctly. It chose wise.
Because
he's
you're
gonna pick
worthy.
up a rock of medium size.
Oh, you can pick up a bigger rock than that.
Yes. With which to close and throw.
Okay, Noit, as you go...
If you're going to act big. I agree. For a change, I agree. Big rock. Smash it all at once.
I'm also putting in an additional personality trait to the voices. I use the word hopefully definitely, but I can't spell it right. They're defiantly that way. You're gonna start wanting things a little bit. Noit, you reach down for a small rock, and then suddenly they start bitching about a bigger rock, right?
Right.
And you want a bigger rock, don't you? You want a bigger rock?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah. How bad do you want a bigger rock?
Real bad.
You want it so bad that in your hand, you look up at the rat, you look back down, and the rock is at least 3 times bigger than it was when you picked it up.
Oh, cool.
That's better.
I picture, I imagine myself hefting it and throwing it at the rat, and I imagine the rat being splattered.
Well, you imagine it, but that doesn't seem to happen.
No, you're not going to do it from there, are you? You got to get up close and personal.
Yeah, grind it into the ground. Just with your hand on the rock.
Get in there, Noit. Show them who's boss.
I'll heft the rock and I'll close in on the rat.
Okay. You just need to hefting the rock in your hand. That's just a good old fashioned fitness security roll, which you don't even have to do. You just try. You basically you get a security of what, 3?
Security of 4.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to declare that a weapons proficiency. So you are definitely proficient with this rock after you heft it once or twice to kind of get the feel of it.
Okay.
So there's you're going to have 1 lower difficulty on whatever it is you choose to do with this rock. So yeah, it'll be a different down to 1. So I guess yeah.
So I'm looking for 1 success.
Well, what do you? So now you just want to initiate an attack on this thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You just
for my own
you
self-preservation.
just bull rushing it. Oh, it's just standing there like kind of slavering, going.
I'm gonna approach, not charging, but
It's in your way, Noit.
Make sure you block the helmet with the
I'll,
rock.
I'm gonna kind of approach it head on.
Well, hopefully, baby
It's
was fun.
between you and what you want, Noit.
Yep. So you're just going to approach it head on. Go ahead and throw against its daring and security for armed combat.
Daring
So
security.
roll for initiative.
12. Roll for initiative?
Nah, I'm just joking.
Is that what you
I'm
said?
just shitting with you.
Oh, okay.
We did actually have tactical alert was one of the suggestions where everybody in combat rolls.
I had a miss.
So did he.
And 2 misses. I didn't get any.
Yeah, you
successes.
literally need 1 success to hit in combat. Hand-to-hand combat is a single success action. Shooting things at a distance is 2 successes. So just as a rule of thumb, because the game would rather have you punch than shoot.
You're right.
That's okay because the rat rolled an 18 and a 15 too. So it was not doing too well. You both throw past each other for some reason. The rat spins around and it's going to try and see if it readies itself. No, it does not.
All right.
It's rolling
We'll
just as bad as anyone else. The rat, it does not, whatever the creature is, does not roll itself up at all or do anything well. Is there anything else you wish might happen, or are you just happy to wail away with this rock?
I'm happy to squash this rock.
Okay. Go ahead and throw your dooms.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
It's dead, Jim.
Did you roll anything else on the dice? You rolled a 1 and a what?
1 and a miss.
Okay.
So a 1 and a 13.
Smacked it. Okay.
And that's just a miss by 1.
Yeah, that's 2 successes. So that definitely gives it a good solid rack. I'm gonna see if there's any chance it can resist anything. Oh, not with a 20. It doesn't. Okay.
It walked right into
It
it.
literally just threw itself in the face with its head.
Right in that direction.
Yeah, it decided that it tried to bite the rock on the way in. So, you just crack this thing in the head. It squeals. It's down on the ground. It is unconscious and has some. I don't know if their brains are coming out. It's not dead though. It's just completely, incapacitated at this point.
Go in the cave. Don't risk the helmet.
It's only incapacitated for now. There's only one way to make sure this thing don't come after you later.
I'm gonna
Finish
walk
the
up
job.
to it. Well, let's see. It's pretty big, right? 40. You said
40
40
pounds is like a biggish dog, a medium dog.
Yeah.
These things are dangerous. You've seen it already.
I'm gonna stomp on its neck.
Okay.
That's right.
This is like a coup de grace kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't want to use the rock, huh? Okay. Yeah.
No. Up and personal now.
Okay. Your heavy thigh comes down, just smashes it in, just crushes the neck. You do a little Bruce. Let's see if I can remember where it is from this.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah, you do a little Bruce Lee. And you take him out. So the neck snaps, body shakes. It is now dead. I'm not going to collect the threat because I forced you to kill it, because that would be funnier.
There you go, Noit. Don't you feel safer now? Don't you feel more powerful?
I'm gonna keep my eyes on the prize, and I wanna check out this cave.
Now's the best time that you're safe. Go on
Helmet
in.
is safe.
All right. You're heading on into the.
Does it look like the cave might be like a home to the rat things, or Is there any evidence that?
No, there don't seem to be any rat poop or anything in there. It's hard to tell
Okay,
what
yeah.
it's hard to tell what their deal is. But the the rats are the rat looked like maybe it was in front of it and guarding it to some degree. It didn't want you going in there,
Okay.
but there was not a whole lot it could do about it. All right, so grab this and this. So grab the whole ensemble here. We're going to reuse cave set 7 because I think that's going to be a thing.
Van Nuys Caverns.
Yeah. Let me see. So we've got you've suddenly moved into where it now looks like a soundstage as opposed to outdoor filming. But no, you come in, there's there is a cave. It has the walls do give off their own light, their own luminescence. You're not sure where it comes from or why. It's not like there's lichen growing here or anything. It's just that the walls themselves have some glow spots. Generally off camera or generally behind things. You can go further in. It doesn't seem like there's anything here that's too incredibly remarkable.
Yeah, I will explore deeper into the click cave.
Yes.
Okay.
So close.
Now you're still holding the bloodied rock in your hand, right?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
Don't let that go.
Don't let that go. That's your sign of manhood, masculinity. All right. Well, as you're kind of spelunking along here, you do come into a. Let me see if I can get the next larger cavern. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Copy that here. Okay. Do not link. And you've got these guys, these assholes. And then you've got the helmet. You and the helmet come along. And let me see. We've got the. This is my wonderful little special effects, of course. Okay, copy paste there. For no apparent reason. Send you both to the back. There. All right. So you actually do see two kind of, I don't know, they're essentially like glowing orbs. For both of these guys, they're suspended in the middle of the cave. There are this is where I'd love to have a pen, but I'm not going to have one because that would be cheating. But essentially there's pieces. Really? I have to select the damn pen every time? That's how we're going to play this game? What I get for not letting you guys draw penises on the screen. How come I don't get a color? There it is. Okay, we're just gonna put in the traditional space blue here. And what you're looking at is these guys seem to be kind of tied into the walls of the cave with these light rays.
Okay. So they're supported by these light rays or something?
You're going to have to kind of investigate and figure that out. That would be telling. But yeah, the lights, the rays tend to come and go from go either to or from them.
Right. Now, I remember that I had a scanning device.
Okay. I'm sure you do.
I want to make a general scan to see what comes up.
Okay. What I'm going to do is have. Well, I guess I'll give instructions to you guys. Boy, that's just dumb. If any of that made sense, it probably doesn't. But that's the general vibe you two have. Noit, you're scanning. I need an engineering I'm sorry, science and reason roll from you.
Science and reason?
Yep.
Alrighty. I roll a 2.
Okay, that's pretty damn good. What's the second roll?
13.
All right,
which actually, you said science and reason?
Yes.
That's still a success.
All right. Yeah, you're getting a heavy vibe that whatever these rays are, is they're connecting. I think of them as like ropes or restraints. That these glowing whatever they are essentially being held in place by some natural formation in the cave, some resonance, and it's kind of trapping these things here. And how many successes did you get? 2.
Well, I rolled a 2 and a 13, so I guess is that a total of 3?
3 if you can find a focus that might apply. Like weird shit, anything weird shit of science or.
Let's see. Archaeology.
Yeah, let's do that. It's in a cave.
Ancient technology.
Perfect. That will be great. So what you're going to do is you're gonna find a not necessarily a glyph or something, but this is going to remind you of a lot of ancient cultures have like 2 halves of something, like day night. Sure. Do not wear a mask. I'm just telling you right now, nobody's putting a fucking mask on and talking about Osaka. Nobody's doing that. But
you rained on my parade.
Yeah, you were
about ready to go.
You were about ready to do it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. We've mercifully saved Dave from that. That was not at his required viewing, where everybody walked around and did a mask episode. But there are, and essentially, you guys are 2 halves, and you see Noit's here now. Noit can do something with you or for you or to
Noit,
you.
Put that silly little thing away. You know that's not what you're all about. You're about breaking, aren't you? You're about power. You're about getting strong. Isn't that what you want?
So neither of you guys is on. I'm going to send this to chat in Discord if you're both on it. Any luck in the cast chat?
I can be.
Okay, go on in there. Paul, you don't look at cast chat.
No, I won't.
Okay, Cam and Cat. Oh. So I put in general instructions for you guys when you're talking to Noit.
Excellent.
And yeah, so you Noit, you're scanning. You do see that there's like these iconography, or it's reminding you of those. Hey, there's there's the sun and the moon allegory. There's um water and land. There's that song from
Fire and ice.
Fire and Ice. What's the other song? The Katy Perry song.
You're up and you're down.
Yeah, that's
Plastic bag. Oh, okay.
we're doing Elmo's song with Katy Perry about opposites. Or it's MC Scat Cat singing an 80s song about opposites attract. But you do have so that's the vibe you'll be getting off of these guys, and I think that hopefully the
Okay.
talking heads will have something to say about whether or not they want to be together or if they want to stay apart, or maybe you should just get rid of their helmet, because that's just too much.
Release the bonds and join us.
We've been trapped here for so long. And you're the only one who's been strong enough to make it this far.
Who are you?
And you have the brains and the brawn.
Who
Okay.
are you? What are
For
you?
us.
And
For us.
We are us but one.
We shouldn't be apart. You know that. You have someone you're so close to, don't
So
you?
you're part of each other?
You know how it feels to be two parts
The
of one
ego.
whole.
The ego and the id.
when the hell did
Wouldn't it be so
Jungian.
nice? Just be together.
We need it.
So
Not have to worry
is
about
there
all this
anything else
separation.
in the room that I find interesting? Is this the main show?
Don't look at that. Look at us. You look at us while we're speaking to you.
Shut up.
Oh, actually, do you want to say that?
Yes. Sorry.
No.
I'm
Both
hijacking.
actually, both of you. Do you both want to say what you said? Because that's
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Can you roll a presence and command skill?
Presence and command. Presence isn't bad, but command is grim. Okay. let's see what we got
I'd
here.
shoot for at least 1 or 2 successes.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 20
Oh,
Why you do these things
and
to
a
me?
7.
Why you do this? Okay, right off
Yeah,
the bat.
just
So
make
let's.
it interesting.
I'm gonna hold the threat because I don't want to use it, because I think I want this. This is one where it's like they blow a die roll and like destroy the clue. So the one success. Dave, evens or odds? You can't ask for a friend.
Odds. Just close my eyes. Odds.
It's odds. There you go.
Curse is lifted.
Yeah. This just means it doesn't cause you tremendous pain. You
Exert our will.
immediately shut up.
Me or
Well, you the voice, the part you're representing is immediately, when he's told to shut up, stops talking, as if you were commanded and obeyed it.
I was commanding Noit.
You commanded Noit. Noit said, "Shut up."
Oh.
That's better. But the other one,
no.
Yeah, go
the
ahead.
other one,
Go ahead, Cam.
Join us. Free us.
join you, free you. If I join you,
Release the bonds.
won't I be as you are?
No, I mean join us. Reunite us.
Why would I do that?
Because it is what must be done. If you don't, the helmet could lose its power.
My precious? I'm gonna approach the connecting point to one of the beams, to the wall, right? It's connected to the wall or something.
Yeah, it feeds off into the wall.
Right. So I'm gonna approach one of the points at which it is connected to the wall and observe it. Does anything happen when I get closer?
As you observe it, no, it's definitely pulsing and oscillating. I don't know if you've got. Well, how good was your scan?
I don't. Did I roll for the scan?
You rolled roughly. Oh, you may have rolled. No, you rolled something in a 20. Yeah, and then yeah, go. I'm gonna say you did roll for the scan, and that beam is made out of that stuff, which you can say out loud to yourself because apropos of nothing. So, Dave, evens or odds?
Odds.
All right, you're on fire, bro. You can regain the power of speech after some struggle, and I put some notices in. I put some notices, some acting lines in chat that were triggered by you being told to take a seat.
No more. Break the chains. Free us.
We must be free.
How can I break the chains? What must I do?
You have it with you already.
The helmet can break the chains?
Break the chains.
So I smash the helmet against the chains?
There's a reason the helmet chose you. You're strong. Yes. Break the chains like you've broken so many things before.
Release us to be free to join.
Okay.
So, I'm feeling doubt. Why would I do such a thing? I know nothing about you. What's in it for me?
Strength.
Power.
Whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
Wishes. Remember, the helmet allowed you to make the stone bigger.
That's all you need.
Power of thought, combined with the power of your strength, but your muscles.
The stone wasn't actually bigger.
Does it matter?
Well, of course it
just
matters.
The same.
As a meta thing, the stone did become bigger. You got a bigger rock.
Oh, it did.
It did. It was not an illusion. Okay. As far as you know, it made you wanted a bigger rock, and for a brief moment, something weird happened, and then you got a bigger rock, and it stayed there.
Come on, Noit, don't lie to yourself.
Okay,
you know how to break things.
I want to concentrate and make myself grow in mass.
That's the way.
Not mass, in size, in grow in size.
Okay. Are you going to tell them that? Well, you're thinking it. So do you want to have that
Yeah,
be a
I'm
conversation
thinking
with
it.
them? Okay. How much?
Yeah.
How much bigger?
Like say 6 inches taller.
I was thinking, oh, nice, 6 inches. Here we go. You look at that artist after you've commissioned art, and you go 1 more inch. That's what you tell them. You look them dead in the eye when you've commissioned it. Okay, I need a. This is gonna be a presence and command skill.
Presence and command.
Yeah, this is kind of your force of will, unless you have other something else you want to try as a force of will.
So okay, I have a value
Yes.
of self-preservation.
Okay.
So I'm trying to like play off of that. That I'm resisting them at least to a point because I don't want to get screwed over. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So you want me to? You said command and what? Presence?
Command and presence.
Ooh, that's great.
No, it's like unless you can think of like, let me see, what are the other options here? It's not really insight or reason.
Do I have a sense of like ancient technology being used here? That's one of my focuses.
Oh yeah, you're let me see. Let's go with okay, let's go with I hope let's go with like either control or insight, your choice.
Okay.
And science?
All right. Well, that's better.
Yeah, control, insight, science with an ancient technology focus.
All right. Oops. Let's see. Okay, my first roll is a miss. And my second roll is a miss. Okay, I didn't get any successes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what was your target?
11.
Yeah. Well, we didn't pick you for your brains. Let's see. There's a thing called succeed at a cost, which is basically where you give me 2 threat and you just succeed.
Oh.
If you want to do that.
I do want to do that.
Okay. You definitely, your ancient technology skill, which even with the focus, there's nothing that would help. You definitely get a sense of an AI that's touching your mind after this.
Okay.
There's
right.
something very artificial about these two.
Okay.
So you're definitely getting ancient tech vibes, and it is trying to. And then what I'm going to do is, are you still going to push on the idea of make yourself bigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see how that.
Okay, I'm going to go with the succeed at a cost makes that work too, since some of this is kind of will driven, and that's not quite where you're at. But you're proximate to them, so I'm going to go with that. You do get larger. You get physically larger. Magic voices. You are both really excited and really angry that this worked. That he got bigger. It was like he got something and you didn't.
Great job, buddy. Now use it for something. We brought you this far. Break the goddamn chains.
Free us. Now you know how powerful you can be with our help.
That's a fraction of a percentile. We want more. Everybody wants more.
So it seems to me that I made this wish myself without you doing anything.
Is that what you think?
That's what I think.
No,
So,
the helmet communes with us. It gets its power from us.
okay.
Without the helmet,
Then-
you're just Noit.
Then put me back to normal.
Can we do it?
I'm going to call that right now. Congratulations, everybody! What a great cliffhanger. I like that the villainous NPCs are actually the cliffhanger part of it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, congratulations, everybody. We've done a great job. Thank you guys for playing along, getting this part of the puzzle worked through. And audience, whoever's left, I want to say, hey, thanks for tuning in here to Architects of Fate. And what I'm going to do is try and find our, there it is. Now, let's bring it back to the regular screen. See, we get the little bondage thing going. What good's ancient life forms? There's a lot of other things going on. Speaking of bondage and ancient life forms and cliffhangers, we've got on Tuesdays, we have Conan Adventures in an Age Undreamed Of. The Dead May Sleep. The party has made their way to the city of gloom and despair, overcome with nightmares and earthquakes, violence permeating the very minds of its citizens. The two artifacts of the dead god in their possession become increasingly erratic, and they still don't know what to do with them. They only know that the bad guys should not have them. That sounds a little like maybe me and Chance are having exactly the same plot line here. Really, trust me, we're not cheating off each other. Wednesday, Call of the Netherdeep, episode 33, A Pact of Problems. Success, at least by Bandito standards. The crew were successful in uncovering who was behind the plot to frame Prolix. Now a puddle in the streets of Akanel, Professor Lemuel Wist was revealed to be a mole within the walls of the Allegiance of Allsight, working in favor of the consortium of the Vermilion Dream. The very same consortium currently employ the services of AO and the rest of the Emerald Pact. So I don't know what I need to do with that, but Netherdeep is moving on with the pack problems. Thursday is to be announced right now, and then Friday, Cookie Trek, the next batch is still not getting launched, but it looks like familial obligations have Rufus and Simon going across the state and into a magical land called Minnesota. And then on Sunday, I have stalled long enough for someone to come up with a statement and type. I don't know where those are. Did you actually type that, or are you just going to say it?
I got about 2 sentences in. I realized I never sent it to Nat last week.
Still two
But
minutes.
I believe the title for this Sunday, assuming we play, which I haven't heard.
Yeah, we may have an issue. I
is-
think Felix might not be able or available on this Sunday.
So, question mark. If it's not Tomb, it'll be probably another one-page RPG,
Okay.
like we played yesterday. A new installment of Gunsnakes, or another silly one-page RPG. But if it's not, we are in the final countdown of Tomb of Annihilation after 2 years of out of game time and probably about 3 weeks in game.
Yeah, it's about a 3-week game in game. And then on wow, and then on, and I will say, tune in for whoever shows up on Sunday. Watch the Discord.
Either way, it's going to be good fun.
Yeah, Gunsnakes was a lot of fun. And then on Bejor Rising on Monday is again off. We'll be going into our Thanksgiving zone mode, so there'll be some things to watch in the Discord. There will, of course, be the annual Cookie Trek Thanksgiving special, which no one should come to, so that Simon and Rufus can just simply sit down and do the dishes. So for next, that is the origin of Cookie Trek, was the most pathetic game you could think of, a Twitch stream with a solo TTRPG. on Christmas. Do you guys have any hopes and dreams for the next session? What do you guys think's going on? I'm going to go with Cam first.
Well,
You don't even have to have hopes and dreams. You can say, "What the hell's going on?"
I think that if this is an ancient AI, something happened to the internal structure. I don't know what the AI uses. I'm thinking of, in 21st century terms, like somehow the RAM is not properly seated in the bus and it needs to get pushed in all the way so that it can access its full power.
Just a little bit of percussive maintenance.
I like to think this.
Just tap those RAM sticks back in.
That is funnier than hell. I love the idea. There's a wasp nest. Work the preservers. Okay, so you're just thinking there's a fix. Fix it, Felix. Okay.
Yeah, something like split them. Something or someone maybe split them so that they can't reach their full potential.
Okay, they've been split up. All right, and
someone can put us back together.
Yeah, someone could put them back together. Dave, what do you think? What do you overall, what's going on? What do you think should happen next time?
I want these two halves to become a whole again. CashDash wants to not be eaten by mole rats before he gets to this fabled market that he's building so much in his head. And Pfil, I don't know what Pfil wants. That's an enigma even to me.
Yes, he has new adventures to look forward to. Okay, and then Paul, what overall, what do you think? Where do you think the story's headed, or what do you think your characters or other characters should be doing or concerned about?
Noit is really concerned with his self-preservation.
Okay,
these two beings, I think he's frightened by them. And he's trying to put forth a strong frontal picture, and challenging. He wants to challenge them to see, what they might have, or what they might be able to do to prevent him from not doing what they want.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Roughly, you might want to.
Yeah, I mean, he really
run that by
wants
me
to test
again.
them. So that's his main idea. Is he wants to test what they're able to do as they are to get an idea of what they might be possible to do if released.
Okay.
Gorath is he's gonna really want to search down what Pfil did up on the bridge after he gets his warnings.
Yeah.
And he's hoping that the communication drone will work, and then they get some kind of outside communication.
Okay. Did any of that change Pfil's outlook on life, Dave, or not?
Pfil, in my mind, Pfil is just an agent of chaos.
Okay.
Yes.
Whatever Pfil can ruin, Pfil will.
Okay, you need to find a new system to improve.
Yeah, there we go.
Because I think the warp drive still needs help. There's a few other things that could probably look good.
Keep your hands off of my warp drive.
Yeah.
It's so inefficient.
Oh God, yes. So,
oh no.
If any of those things happen, we will see what happens. Now, the warp drive isn't quite the antimatter reactor, but they're tangential. So
It's probably just got an intermix problem that needs adjusting.
yeah, it's probably just a simple turn of a screwdriver as soon as he figures out what one of those are.
And I think Dreveok gained a trait just for the rest of this until we're through this.
He's got
not scene, but the
yeah.
this adventure. His trait is will avoid stairs at all costs. Anything that's remotely looks like a stair, even if it's only like 2 steps up. He'll do 1 step, but not 2 or more.
Yep. Okay. Well, if those things happen, we will check it out. We'll see you next week. We're going to be raiding into another Star Trek game, which is cool. The Last Excelsior, episode 14. These are Althaven. So they're all having fun, and it says AI zoomies. Oh God. Okay, it sounds like we've all done AIs today. So either way, folks, head on out, visit them, raid them, say hi, enjoy yourselves, and have a great week. It's been a long few days. All right, take care, everybody, and everybody smile. So this is how it looks when we're done. That should do it. And I'm gonna stop